Braves did it. Braves are going to the World Series. First time since 1999. Chop on, baby. Oh, wait. This is the Redskins report, not the Braves beat. My bad. Hang on. We're back after some brief technical difficulties. So this is the Redskin report. Yay, Redskins. Actually, Devin, let's jump right into it. If I was asked, would you take it if you could move the ball from your goal line to the Green Bay red zone and only give up 24 points? Would you take that in Lambeau? I'd say yes. That's what the Redskins did. But they also had a billion fumbles. Heinicke, if you look at his numbers were phenomenal. Well, not phenomenal, but great. 95 yards rushing, 268 passing. The quote-unquote interception, that's a blindside blitz. That's on the O-line. Just anything inside the red zone. Whew. So overall, I'm okay with the majority of it, but that was a very winnable game. What are your thoughts?
Well, watching it, I was just very disappointed because we get to the red zone looking great. We get there, 4th and goal, don't make it every single time. And a lot of points left on the board. If you go back and look how many points are left on the board, it's 17 or more, and that's what they were up by. And it's simple. It's execution. You're in the red zone, and we had a chance to score that touchdown with Heinicke, and he goes down right before it. And then 4th and goal, that little him fumbling the ball and then getting it back, and it wasn't called a touchdown. It's execution. The whole momentum of the game would have changed if they would have got that touchdown there. Then they go down and drive again and don't get it. They have to execute. And that's what's holding them back from being a bad team to being a good team.
And all right, I'll play the naivety card a little bit because I get college rules mixed up with pro rules. But in pro rules, if it's subjective, and I'm not going to put this on the officials, but clearly he was not giving himself up. He was diving for the end zone. They're going to call him giving himself up. That's a subjective call. I don't. Who gives himself up at the 3-inch line? Nobody. He was trying to dive. He just made a horrible dive. So yeah. I don't understand some of the referee calls, and there were some more subjective referee calls that they could sell to you on the TV, but I wasn't buying that's exactly what happened, including some PIs and the whole 9 yards. I don't know. There was some very subjectivenesses to it. Defense got some sacks on Aaron Rodgers. I was impressed by that.
Defense was actually really great this game, and going into the game, I felt if the offense and defense were clicking on all cylinders and playing well, it'd be a winnable game, and it was. But defense played great until it came down to the point to where the game was almost out of reach, and they were out there for too long, and they got tired. They played a great game. It looked like a great scheme. You're not going to always stop Aaron Rodgers, but they did what they had to do. They held them to the points that they needed to.
And I feel like we've had this conversation before. There was at least 3 that I counted dropsies again. Yep. Heinicke hit the receiver in the hands or on the chest, and they dropped it. And one time was on a 4th down conversion.
Yes, and you've been a receiver 7 to 12 years or whatever it is, and you're not catching a ball, you're in the NFL, you need to catch them if they're in your hands. I understand if you have a defender on you and y'all are fighting for it, but if no one's on you and it's in your hands, you should catch that. And that's discipline right there.
The Washington football team, aka Redskins, are proving why you are 2-6 and you are what your record is.
Yes.
And I don't know what your thoughts are, but my thoughts are this. Next year, and I like Heinicke, and y'all know, everybody knows that I'm a huge Heinicke fan. Your first-round pick next year, if it's not a quarterback, it's got to be O-line.
Yes, 100%. That either is going to be O-line or a difference maker on the offensive side of the ball. That's the only thing that first-round draft pick is going to be, in my opinion, is what you have to go for. But 100%.
And, I mean, offense, I'd give a solid B to. Defense, I'd give a solid B to. But then the intangibles, dare I say, you have to give them enough.
Yeah. I will 100% say defense game plan, offensive game plan looked pretty good going into the game. They played really well. They made stops. They got to Aaron Rodgers. The offense was executing. It's just that red zone, when we're facing the worst red zone defense in the league, they have not stopped a red zone attack the whole season, and they stopped us 3 times in the red zone this week.
But the intangibles and, like you said, the execution wasn't there. But I like how they allowed Heineke to be Heineke, and
Yeah.
that's what we've been begging for 3 weeks now. So that's a positive. Well, here's a negative. Next week they're in the Mile High City going against Denver. That's hard enough to play. Now we're going to a team whose defense is carrying them. I know Denver's lost a few in a row, but their defense is carrying them. So, initial thoughts on Denver?
I feel like Denver, like you were saying, defense is carrying them. I feel like this, just like going into this game, I felt like it was a winnable game, and they showed this was a winnable game. The team that we faced this week was a harder opponent than Denver. But Denver, going up against them, you have to play and execute to the best of your ability on offense. If they come out there like they did in, say, the Saints game, there's no way they have a chance in it. But if they come out there and play how they did this week and work on what they did this week and perfect it to where once they get in the red zone, they score, that's a winnable game. They go 3-5. It's winnable.
And 3-5 going into your bye week, here's a lot of momentum.
Yes.
For more information, what do we have? Toll-free number? Make sure you subscribe to our website and YouTube page and follow us on Twitter, all that kind of good stuff. We're all over the social medias. Like and subscribe to us, share, comment away. We'll be back again next week for the Redskin Report.